In the past, romance animes were supposed to be this cute and wholesome experience between two characters, but nowadays it's just a competition on who has the most ridiculous plot. In the past 3 years, we were forced to endure romance animes that included fan service, an Alabama relationship, simp lords, and men buying girlfriends. Romance animes used to focus on the romantic aspects. The romantic aspects were semi-realistic and could easily be something where the average person could just self-insert and enjoy. The best part of older romance animes was the development between our two main characters. Seeing the two characters establish their relationship as friends and slowly realizing they both share feelings for each other was something I couldn't get enough of. I used to love shows that just focus on character interaction, but now we have something like My Dress Up Darling, which can't go 1 minute without exposing our main heroine's sexual nature. A character being sexually attractive doesn't make them a good partner. Being attractive doesn't make them a good character. Good characters are well written with fun and vibrant personalities, but they also have weaknesses and insecurities that we see them struggle with throughout the story. But most of the time our main heroine is this perfect angel that could do no wrong. Shikimori is an anime where the heroine has no flaws or issues, and she completely dominates and carries her show, while her main character is a complete woman that needs to be pampered like a baby. Shikimori's main character is a useless and beta man that doesn't waste a chance to be saved by his knight in shiny armor. A heroine is supposed to be a person that knights our main character. It's supposed to be a 1-2 punch, but sadly we just have a lot of redundant, beta, and boring male characters. Male characters are dumb, spineless, and have no sort of personality, except being given a studious or nerdy archetype. Senpai from Nagatoro is notorious for being a generic character. He's a wimp that gets bullied by a tan lolly. He has nothing going for him except being a nerd. He makes no sort of progression throughout the show. We constantly see him getting teased and bullied by our main heroine, and if you put him side by side to another MC, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I wish romance animes would be more original with their male characters. Why not make your main character unique? But I'm forgetting, the creators spend majority of their time on the main heroine, since anime fans are obsessed with the notion of waifus. I mentioned the boring, no spine beta archetype, but there's another trope I despise with newer romance animes, and that is the dense MC. Being unaware of someone's feelings is something that happens to anyone, but that person shows you day by day and flat out tells you that they have feelings for you. How can you be so oblivious with the most obvious hint? Misunderstandings are the most overused and dumbest storylines. Literally, the story of Rent-A-Girlfriend started as a misunderstanding, with Kazuya's grandmother assuming her loser grandson is suddenly with a beauty such as Chizuru. Instead of telling his grandmother the truth, Kazuya continues his lie to not only his grandmother but to his friends. Kazuya is one of the biggest clowns of romance anime. This man has a Rent-A-Girlfriend for crying out sake. With shows like Rent-A-Girlfriend, of course the quality of romance animes has drastically gone down. We even have an anime where an MC gets put into a poly relationship. Girlfriend had one of the dumbest characters get into one of the dumbest situations I've ever seen. Our main character allows another woman to his already established relationship and forces all three of them to live in the same household. What is this new age of coming up with the most garbage plotline? Seriously, having your girlfriend be okay with adding another woman simply because she's cute? What type of drugs are these producers on greenlighting shitty animes like this? Why are we straying away from the romantic aspects? Why can't we depart from the extreme storylines? I don't care about step siblings that used to date and are now forced to be siblings. Why even have a summary explaining how they are coexisting with their new sibling relationship, only to ruin it by having our main character still be in love with his stepsister? I came to this anime expecting an interesting premise. I was expecting the characters to break away from their romantic past and adjust to their new lives as siblings. But nope, just like the rest, the show turns into some Alabama paradise. We even have two characters forced to be together because they were switched at birth. Our male character was reduced to the studious archetype. His whole personality equates to how good his grades are. His only goal is to stand at the top of his class so he can eventually confess to his crush. Not to mention his parents are forcing him to be together with a heroine that's a cardboard copy of Kitagawa. The lack of originality is what I can't stand with romance animes. They have the storyline that at first seems unique and distinctive, but eventually falls flat due to having one-dimensional characters. Romance animes have now been reduced to waifu wars and fan service. I hope we can depart from all the fan service and ridiculous plot lines and come back to what it was originally intended for, and that is seeing two characters blossom into a loving relationship.